So what's up, everybody? Hope everybody doing well. In this video, I'm going to introduce the royalty dashboard. Some of you know about it, some of you don't. I'm going to show you how it all works, how it all ties into the actual royalty FX 2020 system. I'm doing okay. I can't complain. So you remember from some of the other trainings, you know that I like to take the setup at the royalty lines. I am in the process of updating the royalty to add some particular EMAs. If you are not in the private group, you will not know which EMAs I am talking about unless you join. So you guys that are on, some of you already know about it. So this is the royalty dashboard. Here's the currency pair list. This is the current price. Over here, it scans the spread of each currency pair, right? The ADR, average daily range. Okay, so the number in parentheses is the number of pips that it moves per day per day, right? Of course, it could exceed that, but it calculates the amount of days that it moves, the amount of pips that it moves in a certain amount of days, right? The number outside of it is how many pips it already moved the current day. So, for example, we're looking at Chef JPY right here. So if I click on this, the red, basically what this means, where you see red, the red box, those are sales. The blue box are buy opportunities. So if you see a highlighted number, that lets you know basically the 2 right here, that means that we got a sales signal 2 bars ago. The 23 means it moved 23 pips from the last or since the last signal. So if I click on it, we got the setup at the royalty line, star, entry signal, and then drop. Right, and it moved, how many pips did we say? About 56. We said 23 pips, I'm sorry. So let's measure that. Let's make sure this thing is on point. 23 pips. So we got the sell signal here after the candle closed. Give me a minute, I'm missing some stuff here. $23 pips. Right on, it's pulling back now, but it's kind of where we are, just to give you an example. So price is currently pulling back. See 19 pips now. So that's accurate. Let's go to GBP NZD. We got a buy signal about 2 bars ago. It already moved 17 pips into profit. Let's click on that. And this is where we got the signal. Now, of course, when the time is the market, we're kind of in between sessions right now, so the spreads are crazy. But you see 2 bars ago, we got a buy signal. Is that right? Or a sell signal. Yeah, buy signal, sorry about that. The H4, if we look at the H4 of GBP NZD or GN, we got a sell signal 5 bars ago. On the 4 hour, it did move 120 pips. So let's click on that. Okay. So let's zoom in. And we got the signal here. And then, boom, this is what happened. Quite a bit of pips on that. Let's kind of go into the settings so I can go over some things with you. Okay, so this is the settings. Matter of fact, let me show you this real quick. Let's open this up. Okay. All right, so this is how the settings should look. The dashboard time per second is 2. Keep check all pairs to false. But in the custom pair list, you can customize it how you like. So basically here is the currency pairs. This is where your currency pairs go. Now keep in mind that the currency pairs that you add in this section has to be in your market watch. If it's not in your market watch in this area here, you're gonna get an error message. Okay, so another thing you should know is that however your currency pair look over here, it should look like that right here. So you see how it has the dash or the underscore right here? Well, it should be an underscore in your custom pair list. If you have Trader's Way, it's probably gonna have like an I after each pair. You're gonna do the same thing right here. If it's capitalized in your market watch list, it's gonna be capitalized in your custom pair list. Okay, it has to be exactly the same. All right, moving along, time frames. Okay. I do have another copy of this where I have more time frames, but you don't really need that many. So here, you're going to enter the time frame that you want to get the alert on, and it must be in order. So here I have H1, H4, and the daily. You can't do like, you can't put like 30-minute, 15-minute, and 5-minute. You can't go this way. It has to be in order. So you got to do 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour. If you do the 1 hour, 4 hour daily. If you do the daily here, do the weekly and monthly, right? It has to be in the same order. Display last signal bars, display last signal pips. If you want it to just give you a signal for the bars, you can just keep it at true. You can take off the pips. If you just wanted to show pips, you can set the bars to false and set the pips to true. Alert, I got my alerts to false right now because I do not like that box popping up all over my screen every time I get an alert. If I get an alert, I mean, I'm not in front of my chart like that anyways, you know. If I get an alert, it's gonna come to my phone. Just the way I have it set up. So you can set these to false here. If you do want to get alerts sent to your MT4 on your mobile device, keep this at true. Okay. Don't worry about this here. That can be false. Dashboard mode. So you notice how earlier I was clicking on the squares and the new chart open. So basically, if you want it to open up in the same chart, you would click on that, same chart mode. That way you won't have so many tabs open. Okay, this here is how you can change the color of the cells. Cell background color. That's pretty much this right here. If we wanted to do red, it'll change the color to red. Let me show you an example. I mean, you can customize it how you like. You know, it'll look crazy, but you can do that. You can do this at market info cell color. Let's do it at white. Just kind of showing you some examples of how you can play with this thing. The border, leave that at black. All right, we'll stop right there. Let's go down here, maximum bars to highlight 5. So after 5 bars or 5 pips or whatever, it's no longer a fresh signal, right? It won't even show like that on my dashboard. So if you want it to be, you can choose whatever number you like. I got mine set to 5. It's still fresh to get in. Anything before 5. Anything after 5 bars or 5 pips, it's too late. And then these here, pretty much you can highlight the rest of your cells. I know it's gonna look nasty with the color I chose. Here's the cell width, cell height. So if you add all of these pairs to your list, to your custom pair list, you definitely want to resize the dashboard. You want to make it smaller. You can resize the font and things like that. So let's go ahead and click OK. See what happens. Yeah, I know it's gonna look funky. All right. So let's go back. Let me change that real quick because I don't like that. It's bothering me now. Let's do it at we'll do it at white. Whereas yellow, we're gonna change that to black. Uh-oh. All right, so just playing around with it. But anyways, so these are your bars now, okay? So here on the daily of EJ, you got a buy signal 5 bars ago. Let's click on that. Market closed, so we know not to trade when the market's getting ready to close. So it gapped right there, look like. What's this, the daily? Look like it's going back up here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you got your signal here. Let's look at another one. Let's look at another one. Let's look at this buy signal on, let's look at EuroCAD. Was that 2 bars ago? So look at that. So we got a buy signal. Uh-oh. 1, 2, and then you got your buy signal right here. Still going up, look like. I don't know, maybe 280 to 300 pips so far. Looks like a pretty good setup. All right, so let me go back to the settings. Let's put the signal pips on here as well. I'm gonna set that to true. I'm going to do the daily. Sorry, let's do the 4 hour. Let's do the daily, and let's do the weekly. All right, so let's minimize this. We'll go 40 on here. The height will go 17. All right. So we're still getting an error with US 30 with the price. So I'll take a look at that later. But let's take a look at USD CAD. Again, all of these here are still going to be accurate. The signals are going to be accurate. Okay. Let's look at USD CAD. Let me show you the setup I took. So we seen that move happen. Took it on the retracement. They'll pull back a little bit. We have about 150 pips. But here's the thing about it. I didn't catch it here. I actually caught it right in here somewhere. I didn't catch it down here, but I caught it like right in here. Let's look at another one on the weekly. Okay, let's kind of. All right, so let's go to the next one. Let's go to US 30. So US 30, we got a fresh sell signal about 5 bars ago, which was it. This was it right here. And this was on the, oh my. This was on the daily. Sorry about that. This was on the daily time frame. This is US 30, so we know, yeah, definitely more than 343. It gapped. I think my homegirl was in this trade. My homegirl Cynthia. 3,000. My homegirl Cynthia was in this trade here. I know she was. All right, we'll look at one more and we'll call it quits. Man, it look like all these played out pretty nice. Let's look at oil. Anybody in here trade oil? The sell signal here dropped, came up, did a little small retracement, and then it dropped. Let's look at, yeah. Anybody have any questions? All right, cool. So this is the dashboard. Hey, I'll go over that. I don't want to do it on this video here because I'm gonna post this on my channel. So I'm gonna show you that. We can meet up later on. Just send me your schedule and I'll give you those settings, those EMAs and stuff like that. Cool. All right, so this is the royalty dashboard. Right now, the royalty is 190. Well, not anymore. So I just raised the price up on the royalty system to 225, which it will include this dashboard. I mean, you get in this dashboard as an add-on. I want to give you everything that the royalty offers. I want to give you everything that the royalty offers. This is not something I'm going to keep to myself. This is something that you should have. All right, so thank you for your time. Go to the description. You will see the link to the website where you can purchase the royalty for a one-time fee of $225. What you will get will be in the description. You will also get access to the members area where all the training material is at. So thank you guys for your time. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. I'll talk to you soon.